Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator by Roald Dahl, published by Puffin Books. ESL lesson by Mark S. Myself. Chapter 3. Find these words and expressions in the chapter. Page numbers are in brackets. The page numbers may be different depending on your book if you have a different version. Go ahead, pause. Okay, if you finished, look at the words you highlighted. Write down the quotes from the book to explain the vocabulary meaning. Pause. Go ahead. First one. We've landed ourselves in the middle of the biggest space operation of all time. So were a lot of people working together? Yes. Did they all have the same goals? Yes, they did. Is it a lot of work? Yes. Let's get there first and go aboard the space hotel ourselves. Was the hotel a ship? Yes. Did they want to go inside? Yes. Go aboard can also be used for airplanes. As you see in the picture, they are going aboard the airplane or vehicles that fly. It's impossible. You've got to have all sorts of special gadgets to link up with another spacecraft, Mr. Wonka. Is technology needed to dock? Yes. Do they use different tools? Yes. Do they use special tools? Yes. And as you see in the picture, lots of different technological gadgets. What if they come after us, said Mr. Bucket, speaking for the first time. What if they capture us, said Mrs. Bucket. Were they afraid of being taken away? Yes. Did they want to be taken away? No. Were they afraid the army would take them away? Yes. And here you see a picture of a man capturing the other guy with a gun. He doesn't want to be taken away. This is a very difficult maneuver, and I'm going to need help. We have to press a lot of buttons. That's how we change directions. Did they want to move? Yes. Was it going to be easy to move? No. Did they have to do a lot to move? Yes. Could they hit the space hotel if they weren't careful? Yes. Does piloting a ship require a lot of skill? Yes, I imagine it does. Lots of training. Mr. Wonka made a funny blowing noise with his mouth. Mr. Wonka made a funny blowing noise with his mouth and glided effortlessly like a huge bird across the elevator. Was it difficult for him to move? No. Did he use a lot of energy? No. Just breathing through his nose, floating across the room. Very cool. He was thrashing his arms and legs like a drowning swimmer, but getting nowhere. Was he trying to move forward? Yes. Was he moving his arms and legs a lot? Yes. Was he able to move forward? No, he wasn't. Look at the shark in the little gif there. Is he moving a lot? Yes, he's thrashing about. Silence, said the president. You're muddling me up. Was the president confused? Yes. Was it easy for the president to think? No. Did he blame Schouler? Yes, Schouler, you're muddling me up. You're making me confused. Bad Schouler. The elevator leaped forward but swerved violently to the right. Did it turn quickly? Yes. Did it turn gently? No. Did it turn smoothly? No. Violently. So Here's a picture of a car swerving on the road, not driving safely. Port a fraction. Here's an example of a fraction. This is an example of directions for a boat. So which direction did they turn? Port is left. Did they turn a lot or a little? A fraction is a little, not a lot. Did they turn a whole degree or less? Yeah, less, not a whole degree, just a fraction of a degree. Okay, take a look at the sentences. Take a screenshot. Take a look at these sentences. Take a screenshot. Okay, fill in the gaps. Use words that you've highlighted from the text. Pause. Go ahead. Charlie figured it would take all sorts of different types of special technology, tools, and something for the elevator to connect to the space station. Gadgets. It was not easy to get to the elevator. It was not easy to get the elevator to line up with the space hotel. So Mr. Wonka would have to what? It carefully so they could connect. Have to maneuver it carefully so they could connect. Because of all the work and people involved in building the space station, Mr. Wonka described it as the biggest space of all times. Biggest space what? Biggest space operation of all time. Mrs. Bucket knew they weren't allowed on the space station and was afraid the military would something them and take them to prison. Ooh. They would capture them and take them to prison. Charlie wanted to see what the space station was like, so when Mr. Wonka said they could, he was excited. When Mr. Wonka said he could go aboard, he was very excited. He wanted to go on. Mr. Wonka moved the elevator quickly and subtly when he did what to the right? He swerved to the right. The president was confused when Showler said it looked like they were doing a war dance. He thought he was saying they were Indians. The president that said that Showler was muddling him up. Charlie didn't know how to move around the elevator, so he tried swimming through the air. It didn't work. He was just what? His arms and legs violently in the air. Thrashing. Good. Mr. Wonka was able to easily move around the elevator because there was no gravity. He just blew out and moved around effortlessly. No effort required. Mr. Wonka wanted to move the elevator just a little to the left, so he told Grandpa Joe to move a fraction to port. Very good. So match the vocabulary to the meanings. Take a screenshot. Go ahead. Okay. To enter a boat or a ship is to go aboard. To move a violent and uncontrolled way. Thrashing. To catch and or take and control with force. Capture. Making something or someone confused. Muddling. Quickly change or cause to change direction suddenly. Swerved. In a way requiring no physical or mental energy. Effortlessly. Many people working together to achieve a shared goal, often complicated in nature, is an operation. To move skillfully or carefully is to maneuver. Less than a whole or representing parts of a whole. Fraction. A small mechanical or electronic device or tool, especially an ingenious or unusual one. gadget. Okay, look at the words on the left. Match them to their parts of speech on the right. Use the context from the book. Take a screenshot. Go ahead. Operation in the book is a noun. It is an operation, a thing. Go aboard. It is an idiom. That is correct. Go, the word go, is a verb, but it is also an idiom. It's considered an idiom. Go aboard together. Gadgets are things. Capture, verb, something you do. Maneuver, verb, something you do. Effortlessly, the ly adverb, describing how you do it. Thrashing, verb. Muddling, verb. Swerved, also a verb. Fraction is a thing. Very good. Okay, so look at the chart. Look at the words at the top. Complete the chart. Use the correct form. Take a screenshot. Go ahead. Let's do it together. Go aboard. Present simple. Going aboard. Continuous. Past tense of go. Irregular. Went aboard. A little trickier. Capture. Capturing. Drop the E. Captured. Add the D. Maneuver. Maneuvering. Maneuvered. That one's okay. Muddling. Muddled. And muddle. Swerved. Swerve. No D. Swerving. Drop the E. Okay, good. Now, choose the correct form. They, the cruise ship, and got ready for the party. Got, past tense, went aboard. Good. We will be, future, at 12 p.m. Then we will set a sail at 1 p.m. We will be doing something at 12 p.m., so we will be going aboard. I was happy when they told us we could go aboard the ship because I was tired of waiting. The hunters were arrested for capturing white elephants, for doing something. Every Pokemon in the game after over a year of playing. Talking about the past, I captured. I tried to something the monster, but he kept getting away. Tried to capture him. The spider always captures its prey in its web. Okay. He was able to, all right, take a look, take a screenshot. Okay. He was able to maneuver the boat between the rocks and get to shore safely. She was having trouble something through space junk because they were flying so fast, having trouble doing something, maneuvering. His way through the traffic to get home. Talking about the past, he maneuvered his way through the traffic to get home. I get when people are yelling at me. I get muddled. He keeps doing it. Me with his constant unrelated question. He keeps muddling me up. She up my papers when she was cleaning. Was past tense. She muddled up my papers when she was cleaning. Don't let the questions muddle you up. Good. Last one. Take a look. Take a screenshot. Think. Go ahead. The car to the left and then to the right. We were out of control. Were. Past tense. The car swerved to the left and then to the right. We were out of control. She, every time she sees a hole in the ground, does it every time. She swerves. I, to avoid hitting this girl crossing the road. Swerved, past tense. You could tell the driver was drunk because you could tell the driver was drunk because the car kept something to the left and right. It kept doing it. It kept swerving. Good. Okay, spelling and pronunciation. Operation. 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 Go aboard. Go aboard. Go aboard. Schwa. Gadgets. 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 Capture. 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 British sound. Maneuver. 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 Effortlessly. 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 Lessly. Thrashing. 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 Make sure you had an ing at the end. Shing. Thrashing. Muddling. 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 So not muddling, muddling. One sound. Swerved. 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 Fraction. 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 Shun. Shun. Tion. Shun. Okay. Look at the words. Don't look at your notes. Rearrange the letters. What words are they? Take a screenshot. Go ahead. First word is operation. Second, effortlessly. Maneuver. Muddling. Thrashing. Look at the chunks. Thrashing. Swerved. Just backwards. Capture. Two parts. Capture. Go aboard. Gadgets. And fraction. All right. So let's fill in the gaps. Use the words that we've learned. Take a screenshot. Take a minute. Go ahead. Okay, he wasn't dancing, he was just thrashing about instead of listening to the beat. Just moving his arms and legs really quickly. I hope the police are able to, the criminal I heard about on the news, hope they're able to capture him. Being a level 80 character, he was able to kill the level 20 enemies. Was it difficult? No, it was done effortlessly. The parking lot was so small and full of cars that he had to very carefully into his parking spot. Maneuver. Good. He went out of the way to avoid hitting the cow in the middle of the road. Oh man, you don't want to hit a cow, it'll destroy your car. He swerved out of the way. We, the cruise ship, had stayed for a week. Want to get on it, so we went aboard, past tense. They only understood what the teacher was teaching. They didn't understand all of it. They understood a fraction of what the teacher was teaching. Moving into a new house is a major operation. Yes. We kept asking silly questions. So what do we do to the teacher when he asks a lot of silly questions? Try to confuse him. You're muddling the teacher. I like all kinds of cool new technological that do different things. Technological gadgets. Great. All right, last thing. 3 questions. Think about your examples. Write your sentences. And talk to your partner. So, what is your favorite gadget? Example, my favorite gadget is the fruit peeler. Using a knife is too difficult. What is something you or someone you have seen done effortlessly? I effortlessly finish my math work. I am good at math. Not me, actually. That's got to be somebody else. When have you muddled someone or been muddled by someone? I muddled my teacher by asking a lot of questions. So there's some examples. So come up with your own answers. Share with a partner. When you've completed this, write 5 sentences using the words that you've learned.